Do we both need to be in? Yeah, we are.
Okay, let me just get this set up so I can remember. All right, hello, my name is Christiana Richardson and I will be doing a dietary analysis. This is Heather Morton. I will be helping her with a 24-hour recall of what she ate, and then we're going to take some notes on that. This is for class FNDH 450ZA. This is the online portion. All right, so for your 24-hour recall, for yesterday, would you say what time did you first drink any liquids or eat any food?
I think I made myself a breakfast sandwich at about 8 o'clock.
About 8, okay.
And drank water.
And you drank water. Did you drink water first, or did you drink the water with the breakfast sandwich? After. Okay.
If I drink water first thing in the morning, it makes me a little nauseated.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay. So water after. Okay. And do you eat your breakfast sandwich in your kitchen when you make it in the morning at 8, or do you eat it on your way to work? Do you eat it at work?
I usually eat it on my way to work,
Okay.
but yesterday was Sunday, so I just ate it in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. But on a typical work day, would you say most days you eat it on the way to work?
Yeah, most days I eat a sandwich because you can eat while you drive.
That's true. That's
Not that
smart.
you're technically supposed to, but there you go.
Makes sense. I think I've done the same. Let's see. And then for your breakfast sandwich, what goes into that breakfast sandwich?
2 pieces of wheat bread, an egg, mayonnaise and cheese.
Okay. So 2 pieces of whole wheat bread. You said 1 egg, and then 2 pieces of cheese.
Yeah, probably about a 1/4 a cup of shredded cheese.
Okay, so let me see. I'll grab that for visual reference just to make sure that looks about right. Would you say that looks like about how much cheese you typically
Maybe
use?
slightly less, but
A little
about
less,
that,
maybe?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say probably just under 1/4 cup. Maybe 2/8.
2/6.
2/6, yeah.
This is another job where fractions are
Yeah,
our thing.
they definitely are. Let's see here. And so then you had the egg. Do you cook your breakfast sandwich?
Do I cook it?
Yeah, like do you grill it with any oil on the outside, or do you add any butter to it?
No, I just put it in the toaster.
Oh, okay, so you just toast the bread.
And the egg, I just use that spray.
Okay. And then how long would you say you hold the spray down? Would you do like a count of like 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2, okay.
I have non-stick pan, so it doesn't need much.
Yeah.
Although they're getting kind of old, so it needs a little.
Yeah. Okay. Any other condiments that you use on your sandwich?
Did I already say mayonnaise?
Oh, no, I don't remember. Okay. And then for reference, would you say closer to half a teaspoon, a teaspoon, tablespoon? How much mayo would you typically use?
Probably about 1.5 teaspoons.
1.5 teaspoons? Okay. All right, and then your second time that you're, and I need to actually ask you about your water intake. How large of a amount of water do you drink typically with breakfast?
A cup, maybe.
Okay, so this would be,
I don't know if you have a cup there.
yeah, so it'd be a little bit more than this.
Yeah.
You would say just only about a cup?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I remember you mentioning that you do like to drink coffee. Do you typically drink coffee in the morning as well?
Usually about when I get to work, but not on the drive.
Okay.
I think I made myself a cold brew that I drank throughout the morning after breakfast.
Okay. And then what all goes into your cold brew?
Cold brew and creamer.
Okay. And then for your creamer, would you say you use
About a third a cup, I'd
about a
say.
third of a cup? Okay.
I'd estimate.
About an estimation. I know those are hard because most of us free pour those.
Yeah.
Okay. And then around what time would you say you had your coffee that day?
I put it in a container and drained it for like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So like 9 to 12.
Around, okay, so about 9 to 12. Okay. Okay. All right. And then when was the next time you had a meal?
Well, I'm trying to remember, and I have a sneaking suspicion that probably is the case with a lot of people, that I probably snack on things that I don't remember.
Right. So our plan for the end of this is for me to go back over. So if you miss anything,
I'm gonna
then
guess
we'll definitely go back.
that at some point in the morning I had like 2 chocolate peanut butter clusters that I got a
Okay.
window. I'm gonna
Okay,
guess.
so around okay.
They get like 75 calories a piece.
Okay, so these are peanut butter clusters. Is there like chocolate on the outside? I'm not sure if I remember those. What those are.
Yeah, they're those round
Oh, I know what you're talking
chocolate
about.
with peanuts
Yeah.
in them. Sorry, not peanut butter.
Yeah, so it's like almost like a tablespoon of peanuts and then
Yeah.
the chocolate on the outside. Okay. Okay, 2 of those. And then you'd say that could be at any point during the day. So let's say that. Yeah, I'll put that in there. Okay. And then, do you typically eat a lunch when you're at school, or do you typically wait until you get home and then just have like your kind of almost like
I ate lunch at school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I was at home yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I was making lasagnas,
Okay.
and I think I ate a few scoops of meat while I was making lasagna because I was hungry.
Okay. So you ate a couple.
Because we ended up
spoons of
eating
meat.
it at like 3:30 or something.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So a couple scoops of lasagna meat. How much would you say would be close to that? Closer to.
I'd say I ate about that much cheese, about that much meat, and that much cheese.
About this much cheese. Yeah. So a little more than 1/4 a cup of meat. Okay. So let's say.
And about 1/4 a cup of cheese, probably.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And then around what time would you say that was?
Probably around 1 when I was putting lasagnas together.
Okay.
30.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then did you?
I feel like I made myself a cup of coffee around that time too, like in the mid to late afternoon.
Okay. Another cup of coffee.
And I probably put about 1/3 of a cup of whole milk in it.
Okay.
'Cause I don't like creamer in hot coffee.
Mm.
And I probably used about a tablespoon of raw sugar too.
Okay. So you said about you said a 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay. About 1/3 cup of.
Or maybe, yeah. Somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3.
Okay. So I'll do 1/3 or less. Let's see. And what else did you say you put in your coffee typically?
About a tablespoon of raw sugar. Maybe a little less than a tablespoon, but definitely more than a teaspoon.
Okay, so visually wise, that would look like. So definitely less than a tablespoon, but
More than a teaspoon, yeah.
Okay. So I'd say probably got maybe 2 of these, or would you say closer to 3 teaspoons?
Probably like 2. I
2.
don't
Yeah,
know.
probably. Okay.
Forget how many teaspoons make a tablespoon, isn't it?
I think it's, let me double check.
Is it 3 or 4?
Oh, yeah, 3 teaspoons and a
Okay,
tablespoon.
yeah,
So yeah, it's
probably
about 2 teaspoons, yeah. Okay. And then your raw sugar, is that cane sugar?
It's cane, yeah.
Okay. And then just for reference, is it thick granules or is
Yes,
it fine? Okay.
It's thick
Okay, that's good to know.
and more volume.
Yeah, that's definitely more volume. Definitely brings the sugar down a little bit. Okay, and then
Also, around 4, I took cakes out of the oven
okay,
and cut off the burnt part and tasted a piece. That was probably like, I don't know, 2 tablespoons of cake. I don't know.
around 2 tablespoons of cake.
It was a different kind of a day.
Yeah, I know that would be a little bit different. Okay, so I'll say, would you say it was like closer to like 2 of my fingers, like from here up, or like that amount, or more? Maybe
Probably
3.
those 2.
Probably these 2. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it tasted that good, so I wasn't too.
Oh, I remember you saying it was dry. Yeah.
That's my phone.
Oh, I got you.
Later.
Okay. Okay, and then did you eat dinner that night?
Well, then I had like lunch, dinner. It's like 4, right? Remember? we
Yeah,
ate?
like around 4 p.m. Okay. So then at 4,
I had a piece of lasagna.
okay. And then for your lasagna, would you say that was closer to a cup or closer to 3/4 of a cup, 2 cups?
I didn't have a huge piece. I'd say it's like a cup's worth of lasagna. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Spinach and ground turkey lasagna
Okay. Spinach and ground turkey.
and mushrooms. And I also had a big salad. I don't know. Could have been like 2 cups of salad, maybe more,
Okay.
which had quite a bit of dressing on it.
Yes. And then you had salad. You said about 2 cups of salad? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, salad's hard to measure. It's very undense. Okay. And then for your dressing, that's a hard one. I know you did make it, so you put the dressing
Yeah,
on
I
pre.
didn't measure.
Yeah.
The dressing for the entire salad
Mhm.
was probably about, but the salad was a huge bowl.
Yeah.
It was probably like 4 tablespoons of mayo,
Okay.
about 2 tablespoons of oil, and then like half a cup of vinegar.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that.
Put that into a giant bowl of salad. I don't know.
I guess you'd only be able to know if you measured out how many portions of salad there were, and then you could divide
Yeah.
it. But since you didn't do that, that's okay. We can guesstimate probably about,
Say I had a tablespoon of mayonnaise.
let's say about a tablespoon, yeah, because,
and a teaspoon of oil. I
Okay.
don't know.
yeah. What kind of oil did you use?
It's avocado oil.
Avocado. Okay. And is that cold pressed or regular?
I don't know. I think it's cold pressed. It's in the pantry.
Okay, well I can go ahead and check that
But
for
I'm not,
later.
yeah, I'm not sure.
And then in your salad, what all went in there?
Lettuce,
Okay.
green olives,
Okay.
purple onion, tomatoes, cucumbers, and a little bit of like a Parmesan cheese. Not a lot because it has a strong flavor, so you don't
Okay.
like a sprinkling.
Yeah, so probably less than a teaspoon per serving, you'd say? Or
Maybe a
more?
teaspoon.
About a teaspoon? Okay.
Possibly a tablespoon, but it's I don't know, somewhere in between a teaspoon and a tablespoon.
Okay. Yeah, it's, we were reading about how it's super common for people to under and over report on these kind of tests.
Sure, it's really, like I said, I probably snack a bunch and don't even, yeah.
Yeah.
When I remember I've done it and I write it down, I'm like, holy crap, that's what I put in my mouth. Like, I'm sure I'm probably going to not recall something. And then before I went to bed, I probably had well, no, I don't think I had another coffee. I think I might have had a soda.
A soda? Okay. And then did you have a larger soda or one this size?
Like that.
Like this size?
I think it was
Okay.
that.
Okay, one of these A&W zero
Oh.
sugars. So
Yeah.
this one wouldn't have added any calories, but I'll still add it in just in case.
Oh, I think I had a piece of cake.
Oh, okay.
I had like a small piece of cake, and I put probably like 3 tablespoons of whipped cream on it.
Okay. So about 3 tablespoons whipped cream, and a serving of cake, I would say, is usually
It wasn't a full serving.
not a full
Probably
serving. Okay.
half.
About half a serving. Okay.
And keeping in mind that it didn't have nearly as much sugar as the average cake does, because it was what I made for
Right.
Mom with like whole wheat flour and
Yeah.
that
So
really gross.
turbinado.
No, she-
Sucanut.
no, coconut sugar.
Oh, coconut sugar. Okay, so it was made
Yeah.
with that low glycemic sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you say your piece of cake, if you were to kind of smash it down, would it fit in, you think, 2/3 of a cup?
Yeah.
Or about, okay. And then,
And then
for
I got
your,
hungry at like 8 or 9 because I ate at like 4.
okay.
I think I ate 2 more of those peanut clusters. I don't know how wise it is to keep those in my pantry. I also had, I don't know, about half a cup of cottage cheese,
Okay.
and I had like a tablespoon or so of corn nuts that were left over from something that I put on top. It's
Oh,
actually pretty tasty.
yeah.
I'd recommend it.
That actually sounds pretty good. So about one half cup of cottage cheese with
About a tablespoon of corn nuts on it.
okay, like a tablespoon. And then are these unflavored corn nuts? Are they flavored corn
I
nuts?
think they were maybe either picante or ranch flavored. I don't remember.
Okay, so flavored. Okay. And then
I
anything-
might have eaten a cheese stick at some point.
Okay. And then,
And now we're on today.
yeah. So yeah, if you,
I had a
remember-
sandwich this morning exactly like
just like that. Okay.
the one yesterday.
Okay.
And I had cold brew that I drank throughout the morning exactly like yesterday.
Okay.
And for lunch I had, well, I ate it for lunch and then finished it on the drive home.
Okay.
Like
lasagna? Or...
no, it was, I used the rest of the marinara sauce for the lasagna, and I have rice noodles. They come in a pack.
Oh, I
I
know
think
the
they're
ones.
like 160 calories or something each
Yeah.
pack. And so I put that and some leftover ground turkey
Okay.
and that marinara in that.
Okay.
And probably about 1/4 cup of cheese.
Okay. So I think they I don't need the full 24 hour just for like the past
Okay.
yesterday. But I'll go back over what's known as like a second sweep.
It's honestly a lot
So,
easier for me to know what I ate when I go to work because it's all in the lunch bag.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Probably would have been better to do a 24-hour recall with you on a weekday, but
Yeah, weekends get weird.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go back through, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just kind of read it like a story of what you ate, going backwards throughout the day, and then you just let me know if we're missing
Something
anything.
jogs my memory. Okay.
Yeah. So you said towards the later in the evening, you didn't mention having anything to drink, so I don't know if you had any.
I fill a container like that with water
Okay,
and
so
drink
about
it
this
in the
size.
evening a lot. I'm in the habit of drinking way more at night
Okay.
because I don't, it's hard to drink a lot in the morning at work because I have infrequent bathroom breaks.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
just in
so
a
it's easier.
habit of drinking way more in the evening.
Okay, good to know. And then would you say like the container of water that you drank that was around this size? When would you say you started drinking it? Just
5
like,
or 6 and ended
5
at
or
like
6?
9 when I went to bed.
Okay, 5 or 6.
So I think there was like that much left in it in the morning.
Okay. And this water bottle is about, I believe these are 20 ounces, yeah. Or no, 40
no.
ounces. So you
Yeah, I
said there
was
was a
gonna
little bit left.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm going to say about 30 ounces.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so hit about 30 ounces of water in between around 5 to 9 p.m. and then you had about a cup of water in the morning. Any other liquids that you can think of that we might have been missing? Because I remember.
Well, about 24 ounces of cold brew.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
and about a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Okay.
I know they're diuretics, but they're also liquid.
Yeah.
I don't know if they,
They definitely
cancel
do.
each other out.
They definitely. There has been some misconceptions about coffee dehydrating you, but the water in it is still legitimate. It doesn't take away from the fact that you are still consuming a liquid, so it does
Yeah.
add to your overall water intake for the day, so don't feel bad about that. Would you say the 24 ounces would be the coffee before the creamer or before the milk that you added?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay. All right, and then going back over it, you said you had about 2 to 3 cups of salad that had about a teaspoon of avocado oil and about a tablespoon of dressing. And then I don't recall if oh yeah,
Did
that
you add the
dressing
cheese
had,
in there?
yeah, I added that tablespoon to teaspoon about of Parmesan cheese. You had some cucumbers in there, some tomato.
The only really caloric thing in there other than the dressing and cheese was probably the green olives.
Yeah, the green olives would have had that. How many green olives would you say you had in that salad cup?
I don't know.
I know that's hard to remember. I feel like
6.
maybe about 6. Okay.
There was 1 can in that giant salad,
Oh yeah, so yeah, maybe about 6. Okay. And then you also had your 0-calorie root beer.
Oh, I forgot something.
Oh yeah, what would you forgotten?
I didn't just snack at dinner time. I made myself something.
Oh, okay. What did you
I
make?
put that salad in a wrap.
Oh, okay. So
I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have those low carb wraps. They're like 100 calories each.
Okay.
And I put that salad
Okay.
and about a fourth a cup of cheese in a wrap
Oh, good to know.
at dinner time.
Okay.
That's what I was forgetting. At like 8 o'clock at night.
Okay. And then what type of cheese was it?
I don't know, it's like shredded cheddar, Monterey Jack combined.
Oh, okay.
And I shred it myself.
Okay. Shredded cheddar and jack together. And then you said they were they whole grain or
Oh, there's some Carb Smart wrap.
Oh, the carb balance
Yeah.
wraps? Okay. So one of the carb conscious brands
Yeah.
of those wraps.
Yeah,
And then
like
for
sun-dried tomato or something.
Yeah. And then for the size of your wrap, would you say it's about the size of this plate or bigger or smaller? About that size. Okay. Okay. And then how much salad would you say that you put in your wrap? Would you say under a cup? Closer
About
to a
that
cup?
much.
About that much. So that is 2/3 of the cup. Alright, okay. And then going back through on our sweep through of what you ate on your recall.
And there's like half a teaspoon of mayo on that.
Oh,
one, I
and
think.
half a teaspoon of mayo added as well. Okay.
No, I think we have it. I was like, I know there was something else I ate last night. But not
Yeah.
that.
That's why they have us do the sweep throughs several times just
Yeah.
to make sure. Because most people forget a lot of liquids and a lot of just extra things. Okay. And then you said in your lasagna, I'll just quickly go over the ingredients again, make sure I have like kind of a closer estimate of how much of each ingredient you may have consumed. Keep in mind this doesn't have to be perfect, but it helps me eat as much as possible to make sure I get an accurate picture of how much micro and macronutrients you're getting.
Okay.
So in that 1 cup of lasagna that you had around 4 p.m., how much cooked spinach would you say was in there? Maybe closer to a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons?
About a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon? Okay.
Maybe 2.
Okay.
And about the same with meat. I did an equal amount spinach and meat in that.
Okay.
And about a tablespoon of mushrooms.
Okay. So probably a little less mushrooms than the spinach and meat.
Yeah. Probably about a third a cup of red sauce.
And then for your noodles of your lasagna, what kind of noodles did you
They're
use?
white.
Just white flour? Okay. Would you say white
noodles
wheat?
taste nasty to me.
The wheat ones? Yeah, that makes sense. They can
They're dense.
they're a lot more dense than the white. Okay, and then,
And then of course there's the cheese on there.
yeah, and then for your cheese, how much would you guesstimate if like you were to just eyeball it looking at these measurements?
Do that.
About this much?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that'd probably be closer to accurate. So about 1/3.
There's probably about a tablespoon of I don't use ricotta, I just ground up cottage cheese.
Oh,
Something about
okay.
it, yeah.
And some extra protein in there, that's good. Okay. And then just going back over, you had a piece of cake with about, you said 2 tablespoons of whipped cream about?
About 3.
Oh, about 3. Okay, I think I wrote 2 on accident. Okay. So about 3 tablespoons, and that was around 3 p.m. And then 1 tablespoon of raw sugar in your coffee. And then that coffee that you had, I think we recall you saying you had that around anywhere from 1 to noon when you started drinking that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you had the 1/3 cup of whole milk in that coffee. Before that, we talked about eating a little. Oh, you had some of the lasagna meat, about 1/4 cup of meat, and maybe about 1/4 cup of cheese. Does that still sound
Yeah,
about
it
accurate?
does.
Okay. And then that was probably like, I think we recall talking about that maybe just before noon, so about
Around 12:30.
12:30. Oh, okay.
Before 1 maybe.
Yeah. Okay. And then for your lasagna meat, was that, I recall you saying was it ground,
It's ground turkey.
ground turkey? Okay.
Lean ground turkey.
Oh, it was lean, that's good to know. Okay. When you buy the turkey in the store, I honestly don't know because I don't eat meat, but does it like say on some labels lean? Okay.
It tells you the percentage.
Oh, okay. Do you happen to recall what percentage? If not, that's
I
okay.
think it was 90.
Okay, so 90%.
Although 10 is not that lean. 95 is, anyway.
Oh, so 95. Yeah, it could be leaner.
It was
That's good.
90, yeah.
Okay. And then, as far as how you cook your meat, did you use any oil?
I probably used about a tablespoon of avocado oil.
Okay. And then earlier before you started cooking, you said you had a few of those peanut butter clusters, and then you had the peanut clusters with the chocolate. And then in the morning, you said you typically have that 1/3 cup of creamer and about a cup of water and your coffee with that. And then for your toast that you typically have your breakfast sandwich with, is that, you said it was it 100% whole wheat, or is that one like a mix?
I don't know.
Okay. But it is whole grain?
I think it's, yeah.
Okay.
It's that naked wheat bread.
Okay. Yeah, so typically it'll say 100% on it if it is a non-mix.
Okay, it
So I don't know
didn't,
if
I don't think it said that anyway.
Okay, so if you didn't see the 100%, it's probably maybe like a 30-40%,
Yeah.
which is pretty common for those. And then you've got and then for your cheese on that, I can't remember what we decided how much of that you'd eaten that morning with your breakfast sandwich.
We were debating between a 1/4 and a 1/3.
Okay.
A 1/4 packed, a 1/3 thrown. I don't know. There's
Okay.
cheese.
Yeah, so if it was packed, it would have been about a 1/4. Okay. Okay, and then 1 egg, and then you had your, okay.
I think
So
that sounds fairly accurate.
Pretty accurate for you. Okay. So then I'm going to take all this data, put it in, and then see where we're going to go from there.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh no. Did it stop recording?
I don't know.